Hello students, in our today STD's term, we will try to understand what is the meaning of the word bureaucracy. This term has been very much popularized in sociology by Max Weber. And if we see that Weber comes from a family where his father was a politician, he was like a bureaucrat, a very popular one. And Weber is also known to establish a branch called as politico-sociology. What is this? He is trying to develop some kind of a merger of political science with the subject of sociology. And Weber says that there are different kinds of social actions, and whenever there is going to be a dominance of legal rational actions, and he says this in the form of whenever there is a dominance of Zweig rational social actions, we are going to see there will be an establishment of legal rational authority. And this is a very big word, legal rational authority. So he says instead of that, a shorter word can be used which is known as bureaucracy. So what is bureaucracy? It is known to be as a society which goes towards rationalism, a society which is going to become more and more logical, a society which is trying to look for lots of evidences, or it can be considered to be as a goal-oriented society where the means are also present, the goals are also present. So bureaucracy is nothing but rationalization of society, logical goal-oriented society, and it also means there would be establishment of some departmentalizations. Now, where this term can be used? If you take a look for the obvious reasons in the unit 4, the C thinker, whenever we are talking about Weber, obviously we can use this. On the other hand, when we take a look at unit 7, in the second part, there will be a discussion of political parties, the government, the bureaucracy. So discussing in the 7b, we can discuss the word bureaucracy. This term, it can also be used if we are talking about the formal systems. So if you are talking about economic systems and when we are trying to deal with the formal aspects, you can use this. On the other hand, in the case of Unit 1, when we are talking about the elements of modernity of Europe, this can be used. And this term bureaucracy, it has been used by another sociologist as well. Marx is trying to tell you bureaucracy is nothing but a form of a tool which will be used by the capitalist. On the other hand, there is a sociologist, his name is R.K. Merton. He says that bureaucracy can be a form of a ritualistic organization. It is dysfunctional to the society. And then there is another sociologist whose name is Michael Crozier. He writes a book called as Bureaucratic Phenomena, in which he is also trying to create some kind of a conflict or criticism towards bureaucracy. So here, when we look at this term, bureaucracy, it has got a certain meaning, dominance of Zweig rational social actions. It can be called as a legal rational authority. Weber was associated with starting a branch. These terms can be associated. Where can you use these terms in your answer writing? When you're studying Unit 4, 7, 6, 1, or some other parallel views that can also be incorporated, such as Marxist, Mertens, Michael Crozier. I hope you will be able to use this term in many different ways. In today's STD, we have discussed the term bureaucracy.